It is
Okay.
still one of my favorite games of all time. I have beaten it multiple times. It and Okami, I would say, are some of my favorite video games of all time. If somebody ever asks me what my favorite video game is, Okami, Rogue Galaxy, and crap, my brain's going stupid for a second. It's like I see the game in my mind's eye, but can't say it for some reason. Ever had that moment?
Yeah, I've had that where your brain goes soft. When your brain
I
goes
know
soft,
what
yeah,
the
that's
game
happened to me a
is,
lot.
but I can't remember. It's like, why can't I remember it?
It's because
Well,
you're getting.
Monster Hunter. Oh! Chrono Trigger. That's currently the wallpaper on my computer. It is so good. I'm probably going to pack that to play on the way to Pittsburgh next month.
Where are you going to Pittsburgh for?
Anthrocon.
Oh,
Make it
that
late.
I've yet to go.
And thankfully you missed my second thing.
Everyone's like, Zach, you should go, and I'm like, I'm waiting till I get a fursuit. And they're like, you don't need one. I'm like, I know
Yeah,
I don't
dude, I'm
need one.
going with a tail and ears.
I know, but everyone's like, I'm like, I'm gonna wait till I go, because then I'll just feel like a sheep who who shaved all his wool off before going.
No, like I said, man, a tail and ears will work just fine. That way you
I
can go as a
know,
Neko.
but I'm just saying, okay. There is a maker, like, I've had struggles with the makers I've tried to get into contact with. Like, one of them I actually was set up to work with, and then I got fired from my first job.
Oh yeah, that's always a pain.
And it's so, like, and she was all set up, like, she was ready to get this materials and go, and it's like, I didn't have the money to pay her. So it's like, I told her, wait till I try and find another job, you know? And by the time I got another job, her queue was full again, and when I recently contacted her, I was like, hey, you know, is it still possible that I could commission you? And she's like, well, I've been too busy, but I could recommend one of my friends to you. And at that point, it's no, okay, you know what, I'm done. Okay, I'm gonna have to find someone else. It really sucked, because she was really nice about it. Like, she helped me out. Like, I went over to her place, you know, and she showed me, you know, what she would do and what she would need, you know, all that. And, you know, it was gonna work. And it's like, if I hadn't gotten fired, I would have one right now. And I would have gotten it for cheap, too. Like, a partial that she was offering, like, for $600. That was pretty good. I'm honestly... Mhm.
Technically, that's what I'm doing.
What I'm planning, I don't know, like, I'm gonna hold off. The last few times I've been to a convention, like Comic-Con, I don't know, I haven't enjoyed myself, and oh my god. Dude, have I told you about the Lou Ferrigno story, Vin?
I don't think you have.
Okay, so back in, I think it was 2017, maybe, Lou Ferrigno was gonna be at the Detroit, Comic-Con, the Motor City Comic-Con, whatever it was called. And so me and my dad was really excited, because he grew up watching Lou Ferrigno, and, you know, so he was going to go meet the guy. And so we go, and, you know, me and my sister, Like, here's the thing. Every other booth had a line except Lou Ferrigno's.
That's a bad sign.
Yeah, so yeah, we went up to him, and it was like, you know, all the air got sucked out in a moment. Like, my dad was, like, he was so excited. He was trying to talk to Lou Ferrigno, tell him how he, you know, was a huge part of his childhood, and Lou Ferrigno's just standing there stone-faced, dude. Like, uh-huh, yeah.
Mm.
Me and my sister are standing there, like, I felt so uncomfortable. Like, he's looking at me, and I'm like, oh, man. And the part that crushed here's the part that crushes me. Like, my dad is, you know, he was so excited, and towards the end of that little meet, it was obvious to me my dad was struggling, you know, because my dad, he still has his smile, he's still acting chipper and happy, but it was evident to me and my sister he was hurting.
Reach your heroes.
Basically, like, here, and I still remember, you know, I know, like, my dad asked if he could get a picture with him, you know, and of course, I mean, obviously, you know, you, in a lot of times you have to pay in advance to do this, but he didn't tell my dad this. Well, he did, but he did it in the most cold way possible. He's like, you have to pay beforehand, buddy. So yeah, it's like, well, if that was the case, yeah, and if that's the case, you know, he pretty much fucked it up for everyone else as well. It was going around the entire convention that Ferrigno was being was being an absolute dick to everyone. And I know, like,
From what
everyone,
I've heard, he is a jerk, so...
like, like, I've heard stories where he is, you know, he is a cool guy. Like, Cryptic, whenever the story comes up, Cryptic is the first to jump up and be like, well, you never know what he was doing that day. Maybe he was tired, you know, all that. And I'm like, okay, but, you know, I, who was, I, what, I think, wasn't it was it, who was it? I think it was Gilbert Godfrey who said, you know, that celebrities who do that, they'll be doing that 100 times a day, but the people who go up to see you, they're only gonna get to do that once. They're only gonna get to meet you.
Gilbert Godfrey was a legend.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's just, I mean, I get it, you know, some celebrities, they get tired of it, but it's like, you know,
That sounds like he was more playful, though, about being tired, Christopher Lloyd.
yeah. But it's like, you know, you wanna,
Because
you're
from
only
what I've
gonna
heard,
get
is
one
Christopher
chance to
Lloyd is
leave
a
an
really chill
impression on
dude.
one person, you know? You don't, and it's like, if that were me in that situation, I'd be like, I kind of strive to be like, you know, someone like, say, who's some down-to-earth, celebrities who pretty much treat,
Mark Hamill?
like,
Oh, Lou Ferrigno. Oh, the guy that played the Hulk, yeah.
yeah,
I've heard, yeah, he is he can be very cold. I was like,
so
my
yeah,
brain...
it's like,
I looked at him and went, "Buck up, bitch. You ain't got nobody in your line. Take a fucking picture with me."
hey guys, if you guys want, hey guys, if you want, I can tell, like, a silver lining from that same convention.
Hmm.
Hang on, first, so, hang on, I need to look up something first, because if I need to make sure I get this, right, because if I don't, then I'm gonna look like an idiot.
I can think
Hang
of
on.
another celebrity that's pretty chill from what I've heard when people have met them. Man, the myth, the chin, Bruce Campbell.
Okay, so while me and my sister were doing our own thing, like we were just walking around, my dad decided to go see another person that he grew up watching, and that was Anthony Hall. If I'm Yeah, I think the guy he was in the Breakfast Club, I think. The nerdy kid, at least according to Wiki. I had to look this up. But anyway, my dad went to go see him, and this was meant to be a throwaway for my dad, like, cause you know, it wasn't anything special. Well, at the time, it wasn't anything special to him. He went to see, Hall, and the story goes that apparently, as my dad is talking to Hall, it started to hit him with more clarity how much the Breakfast Club actually affected him, you know? Like, and he realized how much his character, what was his name? Brian. How much that character resonated with him. And he basically broke down, and he basically broke down in front of Hall, and Hall actually hugged my dad, you know.
Aww.
Oh yeah, I remember that story.
And yeah, my dad, say, like, basically reassuring my dad it was okay, and he still has the signed autograph he got from Hall. It said, to my friend, my dad's name.
That's very nice.
So it's like, yeah, my dad. If I'm being honest, my dad needed that after the bullshit with Ferrigno.
Oh yeah.
Like I said, I have heard Lou Ferrigno is a very cold dude. Is She-Hulk going to be backup?
That one is more That one would be more. That one. That we need to. Like I said, we need to sit down and update him a little. We'll do that when we get a chance. But yeah, it's like that one would be more personal because, like I said, if I got to sit down with Lou Ferrigno, I'd tell him you hurt my dad that day. You made my dad feel like shit that day. Like I don't care. Like I don't care. Like I don't care how many. I don't care. How many people say awesome, nice stories about you. I didn't see that when I
Like
saw
I said,
you.
I haven't heard any nice things about him.
Like I haven't heard anything. It's like I haven't seen that. So yeah. One story that sticks out to me is like a story about a woman who was getting harassed by some guys in a cafeteria, and that some big burly guy basically threatens them to leave, and the big burly guy was Lou Ferrigno.
Oh dear.
Well, I didn't get to do this, but my sister did, and from what it sounds like, her best celebrity interaction was with Elijah Wood.
Elijah Wood, from what I heard, is a really cool dude.
He's surprisingly chill for.
Hell, it's like we mentioned Christopher Lloyd. It's like you really guys got to watch the thing that him and Christopher Lloyd were in together, Over the
Yes.
Garden Wall.
But yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah, but yeah, like I mean, obviously, I know him for the Lord of the Rings, obviously, because
Oh yeah, everybody
I was a
knows
big
him
Lord
for
of the
that,
Rings.
but
I was a
like I
big
said, I
Lord of the
brought
Rings.
that up because it's just so fun.
And my sister basically she asked him, because she asked him what was his favorite moment during, or the funniest moment, and a moment that he remembers fondly while working on the Lord of the Rings, and he brought up, and I think everyone might have, any Lord of the Rings fan has heard of the story, the Hobbit fart.
Oh, I think I have heard that one.
Wait, what?
Basically, if you guys have seen Fellowship of the Ring, the scene where they're all rolling down the hill and they end up in a pile at the bottom, according to Elijah, he farted in the pile. He farted, and everyone was like, "What the?" He farted, and everyone was like, "What the fuck?"
It's like, from what I've heard with the stories from the Lord of the Rings, it was like basically one big family thing. Every actor got along and really cared for each other during the
Yeah.
filming of that.
It's so weird when you see. You want to see the interaction that I never thought I needed to see in my life.
Hmm.
The I was a podcast like Dominic Monaghan and Billy Boyd, the guys behind Mary and Pippin. They have their podcast called The Friendship Onion. But I
Yeah,
didn't.
those guys remain close friends
Yeah, but what I
after the
didn't expect to
film.
see was them also, like, they did a podcast along with Oliver and James Phelps.
Ooh.
You got Oliver and James Phelps were, for those who don't know, were the Weasley twins, Fred and George. He's not Fred, I am. Honestly, woman, you call yourself our mother. They hands down the best characters and the most tragic. But yeah, it's like I never thought I wanted to how much I wanted to see Fred and George Weasley talking to Mary and Pippin.
Yeah, no, I never finished Harry Potter.
Isn't your wife really into Harry Potter?
Huh?
John.
Yeah, she likes it. But I have not seen them all the way through.
I've watched
I've
the
seen
only
them
film
all
that I have not
through,
watched.
except
Like I've
the, Fantastic. I have not seen. Oh yeah, me and my family have done that.
by the time I was old enough to see them properly, the last movie had come out. I saw the Deathly Hallows. Admittedly, yeah. Well, here's how it worked. Like, my parents would watch the films through the years. Like, I remember I would step in on them watching movies like The Chamber of Secrets or The Prisoner of Azkaban. And, yeah, and when I got into the Harry Potter books, it was around the time the Half-Blood Prince came out. Now, here's the thing. You want me to tell you how I got into the, Harry Potter?
Don't call me a goat. I mean, yeah, the blue goat in Animal Crossing.
What I was Yay.
You're stuck forever.
You want to know the weird way that I got into Harry Potter, actually, when I was a kid? Like, a lot of... Oh,
Are we joking, or are we actually going for serious answers?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
It's both a joke. It's
Moto-
both
Moto
jokey,
Moan.
but actually real, and a lot of people probably wouldn't believe me if I said this. Was the fact that, well, actually, no, maybe some people got into it because of this, but, as I told you, Ari, I was a big train geek when I was a kid. So I had a fascination with the, Hogwarts Express. Yeah, I actually have the Lionel set, that Lionel made of the Hogwarts Express. And... I didn't even say that. That was all on you.
Thomas the Tank Engine.
I've been fighting this assassin for... Yeah.
Didn't you
Oh
get
my god,
that nickname once,
has
John?
anyone actually tried to watch the new Thomas that's been out?
No.
Hey, John, speak up now. You're the one with the toddler.
Oh yeah, I watch Thomas the Train all the time.
Well, did you see the new one?
Probably.
I mean, I grew up when I was into it when I was a kid. I mean, nowadays I'm just like I go back to the old episodes, but ooh,
Pretty sure I've seen them all.
But I saw the new one and it's like it's like that scene from The Godfather. Look how they massacred my boy.
Yeah, I pretty much.
Oh, I don't like the series either.
There's
At
no
all, because of my bloody...
he knows what I mean. The new one, yeah.
I know. Listen, I don't like
The
all
one
this
where
involvement
now
with
they're
this
where now
game.
it's like a flash animation. You got little kids voicing the characters now.
Oh god, I hate Flash animation.
And now the characters can. And the fact that the characters are now even more toony. They're more toony than actual. They're more toony now. Like they can bounce from track to track now.
It's not as good. It's not as good as high quality as the original Atomic the Tank Engine TV show.
This
Or
song's
it's-
for
It
you,
wasn't
Zach.
even high
Or-
quality. It was just good, you know.
Oh, I played something. Yep. Come on, motherfucker.
Oh, I remember the smoke weed rendition. Damn, son, where'd you find that?
Listen, this just makes me fucking laugh. 'Cause didn't we fucking play this by accident for your son one time, John?
Pretty sure it just kind of popped up. But we
That's
let it
not-
happen.
Yeah,
Oh, you
and
let
I
it happen,
Yelling at you to
okay.
turn it off because of how much it's swearing. I think that's how we taught him the F word.
How old is your boy?
Old enough.
Old enough to know. Old enough that we should have known better by now.
We shouldn't be doing
Six.
that then.
Oh,
Yeah,
I can tell you a really embarrassing story that John is not happy about when it happened.
Oh boy.
You remember that time we were on your front yard, John, and he decided he was going to imitate something?
so I used to smoke cigarettes,
Oh god.
and I used to throw my butts in the yard, and he picks one up and puts it in his mouth.
Oh Jesus.
And that was
Oh,
the day that I realized I needed to quit smoking cigarettes. And I did
Yep.
it shortly after.
He grabs
That-
it quickly out of his hand as I'm standing there trying not to laugh at that. And he smacks me upside the head afterwards.
Watch,
I'm pretty sure it was on the way down the stairs.
watch when I have kids.
Yeah, you fell down the stairs to catch the kid.
Great inspiration. That's how you inspire. That's how we inspire our youth.
That is what it
Like
is.
I said, me and John. It's like John is the reason why it's like I'm convinced I should not be a parent.
I do plan
Because
to be.
I am not a good example.
Neither
of
am I.
dating a
I
man,
plan to be-
so
I do plan to be a parent at some point. Like not right now, obviously, but it's like me and my girlfriend. We're like we do want to become parents. My only worry, my worry right now is that my parents, my own parents have me worried now because of what they told me. And you want to know what they told me? It's gonna be we're probably gonna have twins.
oh, that could be fun.
According to my father, it skips a generation.
Name one Damien.
My grandfather is a twin, and it skipped my dad, so
Thank you.
it skipped my dad, and so that means if I have a kid,
One of my
yeah,
nephews
I'm
is
gonna
actually
have
named
twins.
Damien.
He is.
Yeah, he's my cousin's kid, and it's like brother. Oh wait, isn't one of your sister's kids named Damien?
Yep.
Okay, that's not the Damien I was referencing, but yeah.
And I
That is
teach
a-
him all kinds of bad things because Uncle is fun.
Yep. Like I said, it's like I'm pretty sure all the bad things that Spencer has done, he's unfortunately learned from me because I am not a good example, and I take pride in that. Because my uncles were not good examples either.
We're gonna find out, AR. We're gonna
And
find
hell,
out. If
I had an idea for a stupid fucking comic based on an conversation me and John had one time over the whole gas prices that are currently going up. Do you remember what I told you, John?
Mm.
You don't remember it? You were
Probably
complaining
not.
about the gas prices, and I said, well, you could always do what my uncle did and start hoarding gas when the pandemic was causing the prices to be low.
What?
You don't remember that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I told you that one time a while back that my uncle got into trouble a long time ago for hoarding gasoline?
I'm about to start hoarding gasoline.
Yes, but you don't remember that story.
Nope.
Tell me how that would be a bad idea, Ari.
What, storing gasoline?
Yeah, hoarding it. Yeah.
That
Here's
would
the
be-
thing. This is what my dumbass
That's how
uncle
Aaron
had
burns
done.
my house down in GTA.
Oh no, this is what my dumbass uncle had done.
Or
He
like,
had
like,
gotten
I
a
didn't
gas
store gas,
can.
Ari. Oh,
Well, like I said, my uncle had gotten a bunch of old jerry cans and shit and was hoarding gas back when gas prices were really low years ago. But my uncle was not a genius. I've told stories about this uncle before. He was a drunkard and a moron. You know where he decided to store some of that gasoline?
Hmm.
Come on, give me a guess. Huh? No, he wasn't stupid enough to store it in his house. But where he stored it, he was pretty much a dumbass for doing that. Because it's gasoline.
In the garage.
No. Huh? Sort of. He stored it in his shed. But there's just one problem with that. You know what the 1 second.
1 second just went by.
Turning that damn music off at this point.
What music?
There was music.
What? You did not listen to that?
No.
He has that thing muted.
He had reason to. He had reason to tune it out.
But no, I was shutting that thing off just because like it was getting to the point where it's like, yeah, this is droning on too long. It's funny, but it's like enough of that.
I don't even
But-
hear that anymore.
Yeah, because you have managed to make yourself deaf. I think Michael actually did make himself deaf when he did this. He stored it in his shed. But there was a problem with the shed. No, it's what the shed was made out of. Metal.
That cooks up quickly.
And he's storing gasoline in there. You know what happened?
Hmm.
Yeah, he lost his shed.
Well, there you go.
Oh, that's like, this is the thing, it's like, you think he would have learned that lesson, because that's not the first time he had blown something up by storing it in a metal shed. You know what he had put in there before? Different metal shed, obviously, because it, well, disappeared after he did this. He built a still. You know what that is, right? You don't know what a still is? None of you have heard of a still.
Gotta get that alcohol. Nobody?
He had a moonshine still and was storing it in a metal shed.
Sure.
Oh yeah, he had a moonshine still in his shed, and yeah, it blew up on him. Oh, this is the thing though. That was the only time he had a moonshine still. He had another one, and it was hilarious. You know where he kept it?
Do you remember the time that I learned the difference between regular gasoline and diesel gasoline when lighting a fire?
Yeah, yeah. Didn't you burn your eyebrows off with that?
I was engulfed in a fucking. So I was like, I'm gonna be slick and just make a fucking line of fire going down to the fire ring. So I dumped like half a gallon of fuel on it, and
My
I
dumbass
lived
was
in town.
standing near him when this happened.
I lived in town.
All right, this I'm gonna just wait till everyone's ready to watch because I want Aaron to see this cutscene.
So I light this fire, and out of nowhere, this massive fireball literally engulfs me in this just big ass fucking. I don't know. It looked like something out of fucking like Pokemon where they like are using like ember or flamethrower. It was fucking terrifying.
Yeah,
Anyway.
I can't remember what I said to you when that happened.
Singed hair on my arms, singed hair on my face. I didn't have to shave for like a month. It was great.
Alright, well, it's not my. Like I said, I'm just doing this because it's like, hey, still need to figure out how to do mods so I can.
I need to continue with the one story real fast. Like, I didn't finish that. It's like where my uncle had kept the still before. This one never blew up on him, and for good reason. He wanted to make sure this one did not blow up. But, like, to keep people away from it, especially the cops, because, you know, making moonshine was illegal. I think it still is illegal. He kept it in his backyard under a doghouse. And he had a very mean dog that lived on top of the still. Yeah, he made sure this one would blow up. He kept it safe, but he kept the fucking dog on top of it to keep people away from the moonshine still. My uncle was a moron. The bad thing is I can't fully remember his name. I just know him as my uncle. It's like, I think he died when I was like really young. That's the reason why I can't remember the name.
God bless.
I think he died of cancer too, given all the things. Then again, I might also be remembering multiple different uncles. Because I've had several over the years, and some of them were very bad. Like, I had one, he was addicted to chewing tobacco. It got so bad that his gums would bleed and he could smile at you and shoot blood out.
Oh,
Lovely.
oh dear.
Lovely.
Yeah. He scared us so badly every time he did that. Was